Get ready for sports news and entertainment. All right, here, your 7 minutes with Simmons starts right now.
What a day, man. What a day. Entertaining, to say the very least. The hockey level, the skill, the conversations, the people I met, just from top to bottom, a heck of an experience. Day one of training camp with the Niagara Ice Dogs organization is in the books, and I'm here to recap it all right here on the show. Thanks for tuning in, guys. This is episode 65 of 7 Minutes with Simmons. I'm your host, Christian, back as always. Thanking you guys for joining us here on this journey that I like to call mess. Basically just a creative mess at that, where I talk about whatever I feel like at any point in time because you care. And I've decided that you care. And you're going to listen because I've convinced myself that you want to. No, just joking. But you do care about the Niagara Ice Dogs, because who doesn't? Fantastic organization, great people, great coaching staff, a great new brass up top as well. The management, also brand new. Lots of exciting stuff happening in Niagara. And I had the chance today to unpack all of it at the training camp. Had a blast there. Talked to some really interesting players. Had a chance to talk to Kevin He about Winnipeg, Ethan Zada about Tampa Bay, some of the imports coming in. Ben Ryerson, talked to him a little bit about his journey here from Czechia, the competition he's experienced back home, playing in the U20 ranks, the U17s. Really, really interesting to hear from a guy like that, somebody who literally just got here yesterday, which would be Sunday. So not yesterday, the time you're listening to this, a couple of days ago. Sorry, Monday, actually, not Sunday. Anyways, interesting to talk to him. Had a chance to talk to some scouts, which was also really, really interesting. If you ever want to get an inside peek, behind the curtain peek at what some officials and some high-level staff in the OHL are thinking, have a sit down for lunch like I did with 3 OHL scouts and ask them a bunch of questions that they don't want to answer. This is what I did to 3 scouts today. I sat down in the middle of 3 of them and started asking a bunch of questions as my curiosity poured out all over the table as these poor guys were just trying to eat their lunch halfway through today's camp. But taking a step back, beyond all of my excitement and my passion, belongs a very, very important thank you and note of appreciation. And it goes to the Dog Pound Podcast, the Armchair GM Sports Network, and the name and face behind it all, Brandon Caputo. Thanks so much for that opportunity today. I had a blast, did a little bit of media work, did a rinkside report, had a chance to do some interviewing as well, and really excited for all of that media to come to fruition here later in the week. But let's dive in. What did I think? What did I like? Who did I like? We'll dive into some of these things. And I want to start with Ryerson Edgar, like we did in the preview podcast, because, wow, was I impressed with this kid. He's got lightning fast hands. His edges were impressive. He scored a goal in the scrimmage later tonight. Earlier in the practice, I already looked at this kid. I was like, this guy's a stud. Like, you can see it. He's got that elite talent. He's smart, too. The way he travels around the ice, he's looking for holes. He's looking for opportunities to exploit. And when you give him an inch, he takes a mile. He's got all the tools. I think as he grows, as he matures in the OHL, puts on some size, and understands how the game works, I see him being another part of the well-oiled machine in the red and white. He'll be right up there with Ryan Robrick, maybe this season, hopefully this season, most definitely next season. But as a big-time producer for the Ice Dogs here in Dog Country, I was extremely impressed with his performance today. Extremely impressed. The kid is, he's got all the tools for sure. Also impressive at camp, Ivan Galyanov. I thought he had a great start today. Really electric out there, was moving fast. Dortz had a great day as well. He's putting the puck in the back of the net nonstop. The kid just wouldn't stop picking him top right. I mean, a bottom 6 guy, but you wouldn't know it from watching today's session. He looked like a skill guy out there. A couple of the other draft picks from this year, Caden Bell was very impressive in the scrimmage, not all too flashy in the skating session earlier today, but I did like watching him play in the scrimmage. I think he's got a ton of upside. The Niagara Ice Dogs second round selection in this last draft. I think he's an interesting prospect if he can put on some size. I think he's got to get bigger. Ethan Zada looked great. Ryan Robrick looked great. Kevin He, of course, as always, looked fantastic. He is just one fast guy, I got to say. The way he whips around the ice, his edges are electric. The speed is second to none on the Niagara Ice Dogs. He's fast. He is very fast. And Ben Reisnicker, the import, I had a chance to talk to him. I thought he looked fantastic out there. Judd Naft and the other guy from Michigan. It's escaping my mind. Caleb Monks. Or Jordan Monks. I believe it's Jordan Monks. Anyways, Monks and Naft, both from Michigan and the Little Caesars U16 AAA program. They reunited today at the Meridian Centre. Both of them looked fantastic. Matteau Spath, also import. He looked great today. Not a whole lot of complaints with camp. I thought everybody had a great performance. My ones to watch for this upcoming season. Also, Brady Wazzy was very impressive today. The shot looked electric. He looked fast. He looked fit. Looked like he probably put on 10 to 15 pounds. No, maybe 5 to 10. That's probably getting a little excited. Don't want to have a glaze fest here. But I think all around the Ice Dogs looked pretty impressive today. The goaltending situation still remains up for grabs. Now, that's the interesting one. Definitely notable mentions. Matthew Humphreys, Charlie Robertson, Hayden Jeffrey, and Finn Moffat. Those would be the 4 guys. And then Vladislav Yermolenko, who is on his way into the country, hasn't arrived yet for reasons that are unknown to me, but he will be arriving relatively shortly and should be also competing for one of those spots. And he's kind of the variable right now. Is it Humphreys? Is it Jeffrey? Does Charlie Robertson come back as one of the OAs? Or does Ermolenko grab a spot coming in from Team Belarus? So lots of stuff to unpack. Tomorrow's going to be another fun day. I'm really excited for that. Tomorrow's more scrimmages. So, or today, I guess on the day you're listening to this, it's all scrimmages. Lots more to watch, lots more hockey to watch. Probably going to do some more player profiles tomorrow, so that's going to be a blast. Looking forward to it. If you didn't get a chance to catch Ice Dogs training camp day number 1, be sure to catch it today. Free entry, folks. You don't have to pay a dime. You get to see all your favorite Ice Dogs in action at the Meridian Centre, free of charge. Take stock of this as preseason's right around the corner. You're catching them in season form. You get an inside look before we get the preseason started on Saturday. We'll see you tomorrow at the Meridian Centre. That's going to do it, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Peace.